Now, don't tell me you people are trying to speak for Paul like you know what he means when he says there's either Jew or Gentile, bond or free, male and female, and that a mediator is not a mediator of one, but God is one, right? Well, Jew and Gentile are two men, right? One is circumcised, one is uncircumcised. Figure out why they're both one in Christ's body, though, right? Can you? In Ephesians 2, he says, who has removed the enmity of the flesh by his one body, right? From 14 to 18, read it. Or you're denying what it's saying, right? Paul knew what he was saying then, right? You're reading it 2,000 years later and are trying to tell Paul, like Constantine, what he means. Christian Fellowship Church. You're the ones who are just as messed up as Constantine then, right? Who also didn't understand how the male and female were one in Christ Jesus either. You're thinking of it like a man and not like the Son of God, right? Who was not born of a woman who knew a man, right? Only a hermaphrodite or being divinely conceived could do that, right? Either or. But you're not one or the other either. You're both. The male and female are one in Christ Jesus. The Jew or Gentile are one in Christ Jesus. The bond or free are one in Christ Jesus. This is two or twain. You are two, male or female, idiot. He makes the third form. Hello, three appeared to Peter, James, and John. Three appeared to Abraham and Sarah. Gabor, Ish, and Yoda is how God will fight for you in the battle. The battle belongs to the Lord and Lady, Jesus Christ, the King and Queen, as one. That's why he's greater than any other male or female god, including Baal and Ashtaroth, which Taroth is feminine because she's an idol image, right? But you're not the idol image unless you follow Satan and let him make you dead. When you die and the spirit leaves you, you go back to the ground from which you came. You become a statue yourself. You become a dead thing that the spirit once inhabited. Hello? Your heart becomes a heart of stone and not a heart of flesh. It decays back to the dust from which it came, idiot. And your wife was made like you in the image of God and from your image, right? You are both one in the same body, though. Adam himself said she is bone of his bone and flesh of his flesh. Meaning when she was in him, he can see her as well as himself, right? You idiot. You've been so brainwashed by the Catholic Church and Constantine that you don't understand he's not a man. As it says repeatedly in the Old, right? And you and Constantine don't get the male form is under the hermaphrodite. You want the male form to be greater than the hermaphrodite form in the spot, right? Again, you're rebelling from the true form of God, right? Making it from androgynous to male or female, and he's not male or female, he's neither one or the other. And if I'm not one and I'm not the other, I'm somehow both, idiot. You're both one in me, and I'm mediated between you both. And a mediator is not a mediator to one, but God is one. And he's mediating between God and men as well, including your women. Right? And don't exclude the women there either. Now, if I have two, a Jewish man who's circumcised and an un-Jewish male who doesn't, right? How am I both circumcised to the Jewish man the 8th day as I was, saith Christ, or uncircumcised to the Gentile man if I have a penis, right? How am I both? I have a vagina underneath the penis, right? And therefore I'm neither man nor woman, right? There's no scission in my body or division of testicles or womb. and womb. What do you think the testicles are and the scrotum is? The womb outside the male's body, right? Made into a little satchel or bag to hold your testicles, idiot. That's how you were made, from one into two, right? Now, if I'm taking flesh, you think the bone was a floating rib, right? That was removed from Adam to make Eve, right? You think the flesh was what, though? You don't say what the flesh was. Right. Which were taken from his side. Right? If I take something from your inside you and bring it out of you to make her from you, she was in you 50-50, right? And you've been told Constantine's misunderstanding of it in the Orthodox Jews, who don't understand it either. Not that I'm judging their religion as a whole, right? They can believe what they want to believe. That's not the problem, right? The problem is they've been taught male dominancy like the Orthodox Church of the Christians, and they don't get why he's not a man or a woman, right? But the true Son of God and daughter of Goddess, by the way. That's why he says, do not love mother or father more than me, or son and daughter more than me, because I'm greater than them both, right? I'm both your mother and your father, right? He says that in the Gospels. He says, why does David call me Lord in the Spirit if I'm his son? What do you think that means? Is he just a son or more than a son? Right. If you're both, you're a son and a daughter in one body. But if you're neither, you're not fully male nor female. Right? Your testicles are still in your body, as is your fallopian tube, fallopians, and also your womb. Right? If you're both. And you have an opening and a serpent. But no balls, because they're still in your stomach as a child's balls are in their stomach. Until they reach puberty anyway, right? Your testicles, by the way, descend into your scrotum. But they're originally in your stomach. Did you know that? Medically, right? I'm talking about medical knowledge here too, right? That you could look up in any medical book and find out this is true, even if you look into hermaphroditism, which is considered an endocrine disorder, right? But it also happens if the angels had sex with the daughters of men, and they were both too, right? That's how the gene got into the gene pool, whereas ordinarily, more openly, we're born male or female, right? That too is cause of the fall of Satan being both, having sex with both Adam and Eve first, then Adam, and then giving them the knowledge of good and evil by the kind of sex he did with them and how he did it with them, right? To shame Adam, and more so than Eve, right? They both did not see they were naked until after they both ate, right? And Eve watched how Satan did him, right? Think about it. You've been told a half-truth all your life, right? The Catholics halving the Bible. Mm-hmm. They teach you the half they like. The other half they don't even teach you, just like the Jews do, right? They might read Isaiah 53 too in their synagogues, but they don't apply it to Jesus like the Christians do, for example. But I've read Isaiah 42, right? And Isaiah 60:16, which talks about, as Gabor I will battle in the day of battle, as Ish, and as Yoda I will cry as a woman in travail. All this is the Lord saying as. Right? All three. And Jesus became two. while standing with them, which makes them what? 3, 3. The Trinity. 3 from 1, 3 in 1. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Because he's above all, through all, and in you all. He's equally androgynous with the androgynous people, equally male with the male people, and equally female with the females. Right. And he alone bears all 3 forms. Satan's form is considered a schism, right? If you look at where Paul says he's transformed into an angel of light, the word is a different word than it's metaschism. I mean, it's like he's a skeezy little form, right, of God, right? But Jesus is metamorphed into 2 other forms, right? The word morphine implies 2 are from the one form, right? As there are 3 talking to each other in front of 3 males, Peter, James, and John, who are the witnesses, even though they thought it was Moses and Elijah. Who did they see? When did they see them to even know it was them, right? But Jesus said, no, John was Elijah, right? Remember? If John is Elijah, who is Jesus? The prophet is Moses. The prophet is Moses. Right. John is who? Elijah. And he came first, right? Elijah and Moses are sent to you, right? In Malachi. Who is John? Elijah. Who is Jesus? Moses. Right. John is in the spirit of Elijah and Jesus in the spirit of Moses. Right. And Moses too may have been both. Because both, okay, a son and a daughter, right? Can you kill the daughter half of Moses if he's both? No. And yet, if he's a son, you're to drown him in the river, but he was put in the ark, his sister bringing him down towards Pharaoh's daughter. When Pharaoh knew the child was taken from the Nile, he didn't know it was a Hebrew male child, or was it a male child and a daughter? And his law with this child was broken. He could neither drown the child in the river himself, because it was also female, right, in form, right, nor could he follow his own law by it, right? Meaning he would have to say, or divide the child in half, like King Solomon did with the 2 women who one of the child died in the middle of the night, right? And one of the child was alive, right? He also can't cut the child in half to save the female from the male, or the male from the female, or to drown the male independently of the female, right? If you're one in the same body. Now, either Mary herself, like I told you, is one too, because only a woman who's both can not know a man. And get pregnant by herself. Which, again, you've been lied to about. Men are tricking you. I know that. But you can't trick me because I know about them. I've even heard there's one in Garden City. Is that you, Kelly? Are you the one I heard about? Are you a true hermaphrodite and hiding it from everybody? Are you having sex with both men and women? Did you get Sasha pregnant? Not her husband. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Nancy. She might be the hermaphrodite I heard about in Garden City. You know. I know what you are. You're both. You're both. You look like a woman on the outside, but you have a penis down there. I'm not into you sexually. I told you that. I know what you are. You are. I heard you like raping men probably and tricking them and making them think you're a woman when you're not. They don't like that, by the way. No, they don't. And that's bullshitty of you. But I forgive you, right? I'm trying to explain it to them what's going on without them getting mad with you. But are you, like I seen in the movie, the hermaphrodite butt did the boy who was trying to get in her pants? She got him in the butt then, while he was trying to get her in her holes, right? One of her holes, right? She got him instead. I see that in the Spanish movies. Damn. I told you everything I said. I'm saying I seen either in porn or in the movie, right? Itself. I've seen all this, right? And they can't doctor a fake hermaphrodite, right? And make it somehow look like it's half male and female either, right? I mean, these beings can have sex with both. And they ejaculate like a normal male, right? And their vagina gets wet like a normal female's, right? Just talk about it medically, right? Speaking, right? Now, this is medical knowledge about them. I'm trying to tell you with respect to their bodies, too, right? I respect you, Kelly, if you're a hermaphrodite. That don't mean I want to be with you myself, right? I know what you are, possibly, allegedly. If you're the one I'm thinking you are, the one in Garden City, that's both, right? And like I told you, I don't care. I mean, my business. I'm not trying to make it my business, but you are. You are. You can't handle it. No, I'm good. But I'm cool with it because so was Jesus. I'm cool with it because some people are 1 in 100,000, right? You're 1 in 100,000. Don't bother me, and don't bother me either. I just ain't gonna let you butt fuck me like you probably other men, right? And you probably also are with women. No. Is Sasha your girlfriend too? And has a husband. He don't suspect it either, does he? Did you get Sasha pregnant? I know she can. I know she can if she's both, right? That's the point. But the husband don't suspect it. I do, though. I do, though.